Hello everyone, my name is Jayendra Kumar Das, working as Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department under Assam Downtown University. In this video, we'll discuss about soil as three-phase system. So it is a continuation of the last video. We have already given an introduction to this topic, it is soil as three-phase system. So in this video, we'll discuss about different relations in terms of volume. So let's begin. So we have already discussed that soil consists of mainly three components: soil solid or soil particle or soil grain, and water and air. The water and air may exist in the voids or pore spaces between the gap exists surrounding the soil particle. And this natural soil element can be represented by this three-phase model, separating all the three main components of a soil mass. The soil solid, here you can see at the bottom, then water at the top of the solid, and then air. So if a soil mass contains all these three components, this soil is known as partially saturated soil. Okay, why it's called partially saturated? Before that, this whole diagram can be divided into mainly two parts. One is this, there is soil solid particle, and the other one, the combination of these two. That is, the spaces occupied by water and the space occupied by air. Both these two spaces together is known as void. Okay, so if the voids of a soil mass is partially filled with water and partially filled with air, then the soil mass or that particular soil is known as partially saturated soil. Why partially? Means it's not completely saturated. Next, come to the next diagram. If the total void is filled with water, that means there is no space for air. The whole gaps or voids are filled with water, and then this soil mass is known as fully saturated soil, because the soil mass is fully saturated. That means the whole voids present in the soil mass is filled with water. Now coming to the third one, if the voids are filled with air alone, that means there is no presence of water in the voids. That means the soil is dry. That type of soil is known as dry soil. Okay. So in this diagram, you can understand more clearly. This diagram represents a schematic diagram of the three-phase system of a soil mass. So this is a schematic diagram of a soil mass representing three-phase system. That is soil solid, water, and air. And this diagram is so useful to represent different relations of soil property in terms of volume or in terms of weight. So here you can see some symbols are given here. So let's discuss about this. Suppose this right hand side, these symbols are represent the volume of the soil mass, and this left side symbols are represent the weight symbol. Now let's say the total volume of this soil mass represented by this capital V, and the volume of solid represented by Vs, S for solid. Volume of water represented by Vw, volume of air represented by Va. In together, the volume of air plus volume of water is represented by VV, that is volume of voids. In the same manner, we can represent in terms of weight. So here you can see WS represents the weight of soil solid. WW represents weight of water. WA represents weight of air. And in this case, we consider the weight of air is negligible. So that's why the total weight of the soil mass is represented by W, only ranging from this point to this. That is WS plus WW represents total weight of the soil mass. So in this video we'll discuss about different relation in terms of volume. So you can see from the relation or from the phase diagram we can derive different relations like void ratio, porosity, then degree of saturation, air content, percent air voids, and so on. So we'll discuss about this in next video.